Hello and welcome back. Yoga and mindfulness. So we have been working on our mindful minute to start our time together. And we practiced for about 2 whole minutes last week. Or last time. So I was wondering if you all are up for the challenge. It's like the silent game, like who can stay silent the longest, or adding mindfulness, right? So being really present with our bodies, with our minds and what's going on right now. If distractions come up around us, maybe we do get distracted, and that's okay. And then we'll notice, oh, I got distracted, and then see if we can bring our attention right back into this moment, into what we're practicing, which is our mindful moment, okay? So I'm going to time us and see how we do with, let's do 2.5 minutes today. We'll work up to 3 minutes, but for next time. All right, so starting with our bowl, remembering that at first we're noticing what's around us, we're noticing how we're doing, and then eventually kind of turning that attention inward, noticing if we're able to feel our body connect to this space around us. Maybe we feel the floor or our breath, and we'll see how it goes. All right. Maybe we're looking around us, noticing the space on the outside of our bodies. Eventually connecting our bodies to this space. So maybe we feel the feet on the floor or the chair under us or whatever we're sitting on. Beginning to notice, maybe we notice what we're thinking about, what's weighing on the mind today. Just offering ourselves space and kindness for however we're doing today. Finding tools to help support ourselves, to help support our brains. Maybe we're feeling that breath in the body. Maybe we feel that big inhale, like when we use the sphere and we're blowing up that balloon, expanding in all directions, right? On the inhale, and on the exhale, slowly releasing. And when our inhale comes, it's okay if you're different than me, inhaling like a balloon in all directions, filling and expanding an imaginary balloon inside our bodies. And on the exhale, slowly letting the air out of that balloon. Maybe your balloon has a color. Maybe we notice our chest or belly rise with that inhale and fall on the exhale. Maybe we notice that air coming in the nose or the mouth. Maybe you can feel kind of wind, like air flowing. And maybe you notice a difference in temperature between the inhale and the exhale. For me, it's different for everyone. My breath is warmer on the exhale. So let's see if you can notice that on this one, if you notice any temperature difference. Nice work, everyone. That was 2.5 minutes. Good job. While we're here, let's do some neck rolls if that feels okay. Sometimes this can feel so good. So let's take a nice big inhale, finding nice, strong, tall back. On the exhale, releasing the chin towards the chest, just letting that head fall forward. Stretching out the back of the neck and the upper back. And we'll inhale up. Exhale, release one ear to one shoulder. Inhaling up. Exhaling, releasing to that second side. And see if you can just lean your head over to the side. I'm not leaning the whole body over, just the head. So we can just stretch this neck. And then if it feels good, we can kind of do a little half circle between the shoulders, nice and slow. Maybe bring the hands in for a massage. That feels good. Okay. That feel good? I hope that felt good. Felt good for me. All right. So today we're going to talk about mindful seeing. Okay. So last time we talked about mindful listening and how we can use that to help us focus or be present in the moment. Also, these tools can help us feel calm sometimes. Different ones work for different people, okay? So this one has worked really well for me when I've had an anxiety, when I've been feeling really anxious. Sometimes when places are very crowded, it can make me feel anxious. And so mindful seeing has been one that's been really helpful for me. So I hope you find it helpful. So if there's something that you want to look at in the space around you, you're welcome to use that. Sometimes when we're out in nature, looking at trees or, finding different birds or rocks, maybe rocks shaped like hearts can be a fun practice. I thought I would offer a picture of a phoenix in case you want something to look at different than what's around you. So usually for me, it's helpful to find something that I like to look at because that can help shift the brain into focusing on what is creating stress or anxiety or making us mad. And it can help shift us into a positive mind, finding something that we like to look at. So, this picture of the phoenix, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe you like the color of the blue swirling in the background or the, just little hints of yellow and orangish in there. Maybe there's something else that's catching your eye in this photo. Just noticing all the different details, the different textures. Maybe we notice kind of the soft eye there, the little cheek. If we find something that we like to look at, let's spend a moment with that and just thinking to ourselves, I really like that color, or I really like that shape. And then just releasing that practice. Another way that we can use mindful seeing is to help us understand that sometimes we see things differently than other people. Sometimes we think, my way is right, I'm right, and you're wrong, right? You ever had those arguments? Well, sometimes we can both be right, okay? And so we're going to do a little exercise here that helps us see that. So I have a picture here. And I'm wondering what animal you see. So I'm going to go like this and try and identify what animal you see here. Now, if I move it like this, do you see anything different? Let's do it again. Actually, I'm going to take it down. Sometimes giving our eyes a break can be helpful. And I'm going to go this way. Do you see a duck? I imagine some of you already got this. So here's the duck eye, the duck beak, and the little duck tail and the feet. Now, when I go this way, did you find the bunny? Yeah, I bet you did. But some of you did. Not always. It took me a long time, right? So here's the bunny ears, the bunny eye, and the bunny nose, the bunny feet, and the bunny tail. Okay, so they were both right? It's a duck and a bunny. So sometimes that can help us to remember when we're having a disagreement with someone that it's okay for us both to be right. And we want to keep each other in our wise old owls. So if we're fighting and we're just kind of raising our voices at each other or yelling or just keep saying, I'm right, you're wrong, that is putting us in our guard dog. And the guard dog is just going to bark. And then there's no problem solving. That wise old owl can't come out to help us. Yeah. So ways that we can calm that guard dog, right? Take a deep breath, go for a walk, find something that's to listen to, music or, a fan, something to distract us for a moment from what is triggering us, what is causing that guard dog to bark. So then we're able to allow that wise old owl to come out and to help us problem solve. Because in the end, a lot of times we can problem solve and compromise and find a way for us, for all people to win. So from here, do you all know about star breath? Do you do that one sometimes? We have the balloon breath one. Some of you may have done where you, that one, a little different than the one I taught you with the bringing your breath low in your belly, huh? Well, I do star breath too sometimes. So we'll practice star breath while we rest. So let's, actually, before we rest, I wanted to do tree with all of you. So let's do that first. So let's come over to the floor. We'll do tree for our yoga shape today. So you can do this seated as well if standing doesn't work for some reason, like, if you have, we're not able to use our legs, or if we have a broken leg or foot or something, you can also sit and you can be a tree, okay? So finding what works best for you and remembering that this is your practice and you don't have to do what I'm doing, okay? Find what works best for you. Okay, so for tree, we're going to try balancing on one foot. We might have both feet on the ground, and that's fine. So we start with both feet together, kind of close to see how your balance feels. If you feel wobbly here, feel free to widen your feet, okay? Step your feet a little wider. But if we're okay here, then we're going to lift up our one heel. The other foot stays flat on the ground. And let's even bend a little and see if we can really feel that foot on the ground, not the heel that's lifted, the other one. We're on the ball of the other foot. And if that feels okay, then one thing we can do is stack our heel on top of the other foot. And if that feels okay, we can lift our foot up and put it onto like our ankle or calf. We don't want to put our foot on our knee. That's really hard on our knee joint, okay? So either below the knee or above. Above is very challenging. So only do it if you feel safe. Maybe you have a chair to hold on to. We want to try not to hold on to anything if possible. Just practice your own balance. So if we want the foot on the inside, it looks like that. We kind of grab onto that ankle and tuck the foot on the inside, okay? So wherever you're at, find your tree legs, and their branches can be wherever they like. Your arms at your heart center or reaching out. Sometimes when I get wobbly, it helps to find a spot to look at, usually on the ground or across the room, and just stare at it. It's not moving, I'm not moving. Or even bouncing a little on that standing leg to get that energy going down. Tree branches can be out, can reach up towards the sky, way up if you like, wherever you want your branches. And then we'll find our breath. And remember, trees sway in the wind. So it's okay if we're kind of like a little wobbly and moving, no problem. And let's take one more big slow breath here. And we'll release that side, coming to the second side, which might be totally different. So check it out. First, we'll get solid on that other foot. Okay, so maybe some bouncing or kind of sending those roots. Think about your tree roots growing deep into the earth. Up onto the ball of the other foot. Maybe both feet stay on the ground. If that feels okay, we'll open that knee and bring the inside of the bottom of the foot to the inside of that other leg. So either below the knee or above it. Remember, you can tuck that leg in if you like, wherever you want that. And your branches wherever you would like them. And maybe we think about, maybe there's a tree that we love to climb. or that we love to lay under. I love laying under the trees and looking up through the branches, at like looking through the leaves to the sky. Oh, that's one of my favorites. And then you can hear the leaves rustling in the wind. I love that sound. Nice, big, full, slow breath, nice and tall. Notice if you're kind of leaning over to the side. See if we can be a nice, tall tree. One more breath. Releasing when you're ready. And this time we'll come down to rest. And for rest, we're going to use that star breath like we talked about. So we'll come to lay down, however it is comfortable. And let's try this. So star stands for smile, take a deep breath, and relax. Yeah. So let's go ahead and try that. Smiling. It can be a little or a big smile. Taking a deep breath and relaxing. Inviting the head to get heavy. Relaxing the jaw. Inviting the heart to relax and the belly. The arms and the legs get heavy. Resting the whole body. We get to just rest. There's nowhere to be, nothing to do except rest and take good care of your body and mind. When you're ready to begin waking up, stretching in whatever way feels good. Eventually coming all the way over to one side. Coming all the way up. Returning to our seat to say thank you to each other. And today, let's go ahead and use Sanskrit again. And to say thank you in Sanskrit, which Sanskrit is our yoga, what language they use for yoga, we say namaste. Thank you so much for being here with me, everyone. Namaste.